Hey, what's up guys, it's Mirror here and welcome to today's YouTube video. Again, we got the setup, we got the incense for focus, blowing up some nice smoke. And in today's YouTube video, I got something very interesting. In today's YouTube video, everything is about transparency. I'm going to show you my own ad accounts. I'm going to show you how I structure my campaign for my own ad account, how I scale, how I test. So today's YouTube video is going to be about how to structure, test, and scale your Facebook and Instagram ad campaigns. Structure, test, and scale. Okay, and I'm not gonna give you any PowerPoint slides. Okay, I'm gonna give you my own ad account. We're gonna jump to my computer and look at my own private ad account that's spending roughly 10K a month right now. Okay, so I want to keep it as transparent as possible. I know a lot of other YouTubers, and I got a few complaints as well. You said, Miro, like, I really love your content, but stop being like everyone else. Like, be more transparent. That's gonna help you grow. And I really took that advice close. It really hit me, and I realized, like, if I want to differentiate myself from everybody else out there, I need to, like in my last video I spoke about. If you didn't watch that, you can watch it. Some link here. It's about when everybody zigs, you need to zag. So I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to show my own ad accounts and show you how I structure, test, and scale. So without any further ado, let's jump to the computer and let's get started. Okay, what's up guys? We're here at my personal ad account. You see Miro Salim, and this is for last month, October 2019. We spent roughly $9,500, close to $10,000, and we generated roughly a 4x return, 4x return, and this is kind of a lead generation kind of business. And really, I want to show you, like, the first thing, how you should structure your campaigns. So I'm going to filter everything to only my active campaigns, so you can see, because, like, those are the really important ones. And now, guys, I'm showing you, like, my own numbers. Like, nobody else is doing this out there, okay? Like, you can see with the active campaigns, 5K spend, and you can see, like, my own numbers, like how many leads we got, like 423 leads, 177, 375. Cost per, this is Swedish crown, so cost per lead is like $5 here, $3.6, $5 here. And this is kind of for, like, a webinar setup, but you see, like, people are dying out there to get a $5 cost per lead, right? For, like, the webinar funnels, and here we are doing that, right? So basically, guys, in terms of campaign structure, there's a lot of ways you could do it, but the first thing I want to speak about is structure. So all you need, like, if you forget the sandbox, if you focus on these that are marked right now, all you need in its essence is 3 campaigns to get started with. Okay, now some people name them TOF instead of cold traffic, like top of funnel, and instead of warm traffic, they name them MOF, middle of funnel, and instead of hot traffic, BOF, bottom of funnel. I enjoy cold traffic because it's like, yeah, I just enjoy that. So really, in its essence, you want to have 3 kind of campaigns in your account, because you want to keep it as simple as possible. Now, of course, you can have more, but in its essence, all you need is 3 campaigns to get started. And really, the first one is a cold traffic ad, right? Sorry, a cold traffic campaign. So then you basically name it cold traffic, and you name it conversion, which is the objective, like whatever objective you have. In our case, like, the objective of the campaign is actually conversions, right? So that's why we have it. And I named it auto placements because this is what I'm using on that. Now, you could skip that. So really, this is our cold traffic ad with a bunch of ad sets that we've been trying to use, right? So, and this is a CBO campaign, and the reason why we have a lot of ad sets in here and not, only these active, is because we've tried a lot of campaigns, right? And this is the active ones, the rest we've turned off. And in here, you have your cold traffic ads targeting cold traffic, new people, right? Like, that's the kind of that's like what the campaign is about, cold traffic. So you're targeting new people, and this is gonna feed your funnel with people to retarget, people that purchase, and a bunch of other good stuff. And here, guys, you have your warm retargeting. Now, warm retargeting is basically everyone that Either if you're running an e-commerce, that's like view content, that's like engage with your Facebook or Instagram posts, that's like downloaded your lead magnet or free PDF, like anyone that's warm, okay? And you have a separate campaign for warm retargeting, and then conversions, the objective. And in here, you're retargeting your warm retargeting, right? Like your warm audiences. Now, I have a very small audience, or quite a small audience size. So what I do in that case is I instead of having like one for Instagram retargeting, one for Facebook engagers, one for add to cart, what I have something called warm retargeting cluster. And what that means is that I've clustered together all my retargeting audiences. So you can see here, Instagram engagers, webinar registrants, ad engagers, Facebook engagers, right? So I get a bigger audience size, and usually Facebook works better with that. So I don't get really high CPMs as well. And here, I'm just excluding some third world countries because from my Instagram, I know that I got some followers from third world countries that's not going to be interested, so I just exclude them. And you can see auto placements as well for more warm retargeting. And if you're running an e-com, you could have two separate ad sets, one for a view content, and you could have a dynamic product ad showing the product they watched, and you could have one for Instagram engagers and Facebook engagers and show them more of your collection, like a collection ad, right? And that's like your warm retargeting. Now, how do you choose your warm retargeting? Now, if you're running for an e-com and you're doing dynamic product ads, which basically means like the product they showed, Facebook is going to automatically show that product like in the ad. You don't have to create the creative yourself. Then obviously you do that. But if you don't do DPAs, dynamic product ads, what you do, and this is a great tip, you take your best performing cold traffic ads. So the ad that performed the best at cold traffic, for me, it's this one. I take it and I put it into my warm retargeting. Look, right? I have it here, and some other. So your best performing cold traffic ads, put them in your warm retargeting. Okay, that's very, very good. So you can see like my best performing is cold traffic ad is doing the best at warm retargeting as well, right? So that's a very, very important thing. And lastly, you have hot retargeting conversions as well, right? So this is for everyone that added to cart, initiated checkout, went to the booking page but didn't finish their booking, right? So really in here you wanna it's like the people that are the lowest hanging fruit, right? And in here here I went with a cluster as well because I had a small audience size, as you can see. And it's you're optimizing for purchase, right? In your case, in my case, it's like submit application, like book a booking, and like your hottest custom audiences like add to cart, initiate checkout, visited booking page, and automatic placements always on retargeting, always on hot retargeting, always automatic placements, okay? And this is a ninja tip here as well that not a lot of people know. At your hot retargeting, you optimize for daily unique reach. Because daily unique reach is actually gonna force Facebook to show your ad to more people in your audience. And I have a bid cap here as well. You don't need to worry about that. That's more of advanced, like you basically force Facebook, like you outbid everyone in your auction, but like it's not necessary to get started with. And in here you have 2 to 3 ads like I have right now. That's like the basic structure, okay? So cold, warm, hot. Now, of course, you could have like several cold, but like hot and warm, like you don't need several, okay? You really don't. But like you can have more, but in its essence, this is the structure you should go for, okay? Now, what do you do with testing? So for testing, we have a different campaign called, some people call it sandbox, some people call it graduation testing, some people just call it testing. I like sandbox because I think it's a funny term, and sandbox, means like when we were kids, we used to play in the sandbox, and this is like sandboxing, playing around. And what you do in your sandbox campaign, you testing new things out. Like all your crazy ideas is being tested in a different sandbox campaign, okay? And so what you basically do, guys, is you create a different campaign, sandbox, cold traffic, conversion, right? Like here, sandbox, and in my case you can see it says sandbox cold traffic conversion LLAs, and that stands for lookalike audiences. So I am sandboxing lookalikes. If I press it, you can see I've sandboxed different lookalikes in this campaign, and I only have 2 actives because these sandboxing are dead, right? And very important thing, so when you sandbox, you only want to play with one variable at the time, and that basically means if I am testing new audiences, I am not testing new ads. And how do I determine what ads? Well, if I go back to my initial cold traffic campaign and I take a look at like my best ad ever, it's this one. I know that, right? It's this one. Look. So that's my best ad ever. And therefore, for cold traffic, I only take my winning ads. So I take ads I know are winning and I try new audiences with them, right? So that's a way of scaling. Like that's a way of horizontally scaling, and you're testing new audiences as well. So you're testing new lookalikes or new interests, but you're using your winning creatives, like creatives that are proven. And if it's an opposite sandbox, like here, for example, here I'm sandboxing creatives, right? Here I'm sandboxing audiences. Basically, I'm taking my best performing audience throughout history, right? It's this one, like webinar registrants US 1%. And I've created several duplicates of that. And each duplicate has a different, creative, right? Because now I'm testing new creatives. You see, this one has a different, this one has a different, this one has a different, a picture of me and my girlfriend. Look at this, right? So they all have different creatives, right? They all have different creatives. And basically that's how you want to do it. Either you have your winning audiences and you try new creatives, right? Each audience has a new creative. Or you go new audiences, winning creatives. That's how you test, okay? That's how you properly test campaigns. And once you have something that's working, you could either let it run in your sandbox campaign or you duplicate it into your, let's say that's the winning one. You go existing campaign and you duplicate it into your cold traffic, this one, right? The initial active one, right? You duplicate it into the active one because that's maybe like that's your scaling campaign slash your, what's it called? I forgot the word. Campaign where you keep like nurturing them on a longer term, because some people like to do it that way, especially if you're gonna scale. Like I always have a separate campaign for scaling. Like in this case, if I go scale, you're gonna see I don't have one active because I'm not scaling currently. You can see, right? Like I have a different scaling campaign. So whatever was successful in my sandbox, I duplicated it into a different scaling campaign, okay? And you don't have to do it this way. Like you could keep it, like if it's, you could keep it in the same, but some people like to do it this way. Here you see I have another CBO for scaling as well. But in its essence, like the most important thing is the first structure that I showed you guys. And in terms of scaling, either if it's a CBO, you don't need to like duplicate it into a new campaign. You could just keep raising the budget slowly. Or what you would do is you would duplicate the CBO and only have the ad sets that were winning in your sandbox and set a high daily budget from day one. Okay, it really depends. Like if you want me to do a scaling video, I can like especially on scaling, I could have that in another YouTube video. But in its essence, this is what you need. All of this, and you could have one separate scaling campaign, or you could just scale it in the same one, depending if it's CBO or asset budget optimization. So really, that's about it, guys, for today's video. And if you want to learn how, if you want to get more ideas and learn about how we can help you get unorthodox and think outside of the box, and how we can set you up for success for 2020, right now I have a few more spots left in my calendar for a free 45-minute strategy call. And I do these 45-minute calls with people that are looking to scale their business. And during the call, we're going to discuss the problems in your business and how you can be unorthodox and zig when everybody zags, so that you can take your business to that next level. And if I think I can help you get there, I'm going to make you an invitation to my NGM program that I just told you about as well. So if you're someone that is looking for some help and some mentorship and want to be able to get returns like this consistently, like my students are, you can click the link below and schedule a free call with me, and we're going to be discussing your business, picking it apart, and see how we can make it grow. It's completely free. I think I have like a few more spots left for the month, so you can book that if you want to. But other than that, that was everything for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comment section what more kind of videos you want to see. I'm going to make sure to provide you with that. And also make sure to subscribe if you really enjoyed the video. It would mean a lot to me, and it's going to be like an incentive for me to keep uploading. And if you're here at this channel right now, I want to tell you, you're in for the long run, and this channel is going to blow up. Because you know how it's going to blow up? It's going to blow up because I'm going to give you the best content. That's easy. Best content is the best SEO. And so, yeah, you're here in the early stages, and glad to have you a part of this little family. Now, before the ambulance screws over the sound of the mic, I am going to turn off the video, and I will see you very soon. Make sure to subscribe, and make sure to book your free strategy call if you're interested. Peace out.